All right, so we're diving in again today with more on those awesome career resources you told us about in Michigan.
Yeah, like JobFairGiant.com and Hired in Michigan.
Exactly. Those, and especially with that Michigan Career Expo coming up on April 30th.
Yeah, April 30th, 2025.
Huge. So we really want to get into what we think those recruiters and all those talent acquisition folks are going to be thinking about at the expo,
For sure.
especially when it comes to connecting with and hiring great talent in Michigan right now.
Right. And, it seems like our sources actually have some good info about how companies are approaching this.
Yeah, so what stands out to you?
Well, one thing that keeps coming up is just how fast hiring is happening in Michigan.
Oh, really?
It looks like the best candidates are getting hired so fast. So
Wow.
anybody going to that Michigan Career Expo really needs to know how urgent things are right now.
Right, like companies want to make connections and they want to do it quick.
Exactly.
So, okay, if things are moving so fast, how are companies finding these awesome candidates in Michigan right now?
Well, our sources give us some pretty specific tactics.
Okay, late on the...
One big one is using LinkedIn Recruiter or Premium. And I mean, really using it.
Okay.
Like they talk about using that open to work filter
Oh, yeah.
and then zeroing in on specific places in Michigan, like Detroit, Southfield, Grand Rapids.
Makes sense.
And of course, they're filtering by job titles too, like
Mm.
customer service, warehouse, associate IT support, that kind of thing.
Right, the jobs that are in demand.
Yeah. And this is where it gets interesting. They say to save those searches and set up alerts.
Oh, so you don't miss anything.
Exactly. It's all about finding those great matches as soon as they pop up.
Wow, that's smart. Okay, so they're not just waiting for applications to roll in, they're being proactive.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And there's another shift. They're talking about how recruiters reach out to candidates.
Oh, interesting.
Instead of just blasting out those in-mails,
Yeah.
they're all about starting real conversations.
Like actually engaging with people.
Exactly. Like maybe leaving a comment on a candidate's post first,
Mhm.
showing you're actually paying attention.
I like that.
And then they even give a sample message you could use. It's something like, "Hi, name, I saw you're open to new opportunities in Michigan. We have some job title roles that might be a perfect fit.
Mm.
Would love to chat and tell you more."
Yeah, that's way more personal than a generic in-mail.
Right. It shows you're actually interested in the person, not just filling a position.
It's about cutting through all the noise.
Totally. Now, another thing they say companies should be doing is putting out what they call talent-driven updates on LinkedIn regularly.
Okay, so what's that all about?
So it's more than just posting a job description. It's about showing potential candidates why your company is a great place to work.
Like selling the whole experience.
Yeah, highlighting how many positions are open and what kind of people you're looking for. But also talking about the team culture growth opportunities, maybe even sharing some success stories from people you've recently hired.
Sounds like a good way to get people excited.
And the key is to make it super easy for people to apply. Right there in the update, you put the link to apply or tell them to message you directly.
So you're basically creating a pipeline of interested candidates.
You got it. Oh, and don't forget to use location and industry tags so the right people see it.
Right, right. Target the audience. Now, one of our sources even mentions this opportunity to get a list of candidates who are already pre-screened and actively looking for work in Michigan.
That's a big one. It shows just how much talent is out there in Michigan right now.
And ready to work.
Yeah. And they say if you want that list, just comment, interview, or send them a direct message. I mean, that shows you how eager recruiters are to connect with qualified candidates.
It's like they're saying, hey, we're ready to hire.
And I bet we'll see that same energy at the Michigan Career Expo.
Absolutely. So let's bring it back to that expo on April 30th for anyone listening who's planning to be there.
Well, knowing that recruiters are already using all these proactive ways to find talent, you got to make sure your online presence is on point, especially on LinkedIn.
Show them what you got.
Exactly. Make sure your skills and experience are clear. And be ready to have some really focused conversations at the expo, because companies are looking to spot great candidates quickly.
So don't be shy. Be ready to talk about what you're good at and what you're looking for.
Exactly.
And of course, if you want to attend that Michigan Career Expo, register now at JobFairGiant.com or call 734-956-4550.
Get on it.
So to sum it all up, recruiters at that expo are going to be laser focused on connecting with awesome job-ready candidates.
And they'll be using all those online strategies and that personalized approach we talked about.
Definitely. So here's something to think about before you head to that expo.
What makes you unique?
Huh.
What skills and experiences can you highlight that will make those employers take notice?
Show them what you've got.
Good luck out there.
We'll be back next time with another deep dive.